In an instant, everything changed. Haifa, a city where Jews, Christians, Muslims, and people of all backgrounds lived side by side, found itself under a relentless attack. Rockets rained down from Hezbollah, a terrorist organization intent on sowing fear and destruction. As someone who has served on the front lines in Gaza and Lebanon, and who recently stood in South Lebanon with the IDF spokesperson's unit, witnessing Hezbollah's fortifications firsthand, I can tell you, this is not just another story. This is personal. This is the story of a city under fire, of communities united in the face of terror, and of the unbreakable spirit that defines Israel. I'm Yair Pinto, and this is My State, a program about current events, my belief in God, and my journey in the Holy Land. And today, we're in the Israeli city of Haifa, that was under fire for more than 1 year. Haifa is more than just a city. It's a symbol of coexistence. Here, Jews, Muslims, Christians, and people of many backgrounds live together, work together, and build together in peace. But when Hezbollah launched its barrage of rockets, that peace was shattered. Families from all walks of life found themselves huddled in bomb shelters. The sounds of sirens and explosions replacing the everyday sounds of a bustling city. The threat didn't discriminate. It targeted everyone. Imagine walking these streets where the aroma of diverse cuisines fills the air, and suddenly you're running for cover, uncertain if your home will still be standing when you emerge. The people of Haifa faced that reality for more than a year. To understand how a city copes under such strain, I'm going to the Haifa Municipality Crisis Management Center. This is where the efforts to keep the residents safe are organized and executed. I will speak with officials who worked around the clock to respond to this crisis. Hey, thank you for having us here.
Great to have you here.
Thank you. So we're going to the bunker now?
Yes, actually we're entering a bomb shelter, which is a few floors under the ground, and it is the main municipality command center.
Oh, big nose.
Bomb shelter.
So this bomb shelter is also against chemical attacks?
Yes, it can be closed with its own air supply. It can be under chemical attack or any other attack. And on the daily basis, when the place is opened, we have more than 100 people staying here 24/7. So now we're entering to the main room. All the information from all over the city, actually at the end coming to this room, to the mayor. We have a few hundreds of cameras, strategical cameras, which cover all the city from the top. From the beginning of the war, the mayor is coming here every day, and here we get all the decision about what happened and what's going on.
So I want to let you guys know that this city, Haifa, has been under rocket and suicide drone fire for over a year. Only this past few weeks, we had a ceasefire agreement with Hezbollah. So this place basically was managing all the situation with the municipality of Haifa, orchestrating all the other first respond units, police, IDF, military, for a year. How does it feel to manage a city under fire?
We opened the place at the 7th of October, 23. We had a few months, let's say a little bit more than a few months, to prepare ourselves. I understand that Haifa is the most strategical point of Hezbollah. It's the main city of the north. We have the biggest hospital, university, Technion, port. We understand that it was the main city that they tried to hit. We had here days with, I think, between 80 to 100 rockets, which were shot to the Haifa and its area. Haifa is not the city which was evacuated during the war. It's impossible to evacuate more than 300,000 people. So we have to stay here. We have here tens of thousands of people which are without any shelter. So we have to provide them something. For example, it's public bomb shelters, it's schools bomb shelters, it's parking lots.
Yeah.
All the underground parking lots that we have in the city now made to be as a bomb shelters. We put 30 generators inside the schools because we understand that if something will happen in the north, we will use the schools as a bomb shelters. Here we have the picture of the building which had a straight hit. As you can see, the building completely destroyed. We had to evacuate from here more than 12 families.
Wow.
It's impossible to live in this building, so we have to take it down and to build a new one. And now think about 12 families. They have to be now, I think, more than 2 years outside to live in some other places.
The people of Haifa seems like they're very resilient.
Haifa, it's the biggest mixed city in Israel. Different populations inside. I think for the last year at least, all of us working together without even checking if you are Jew, Arab, Christian, or Druze, and so on.
And I think this is the real miracle of the city of Haifa, especially this past year of war. Thank you so much for opening the bunker for us.
Thank you.
Hopefully it will stay closed for a very long time.
I hope so. Thank you.
Despite the fear and uncertainty, the people of Haifa stood strong. I'm here in the heart of the city to hear their stories firsthand. How does it feel to live in a city that was under rocket and suicide drone fire for more than a year?
It was a terrifying year. So a lot of businesses didn't make it through the year.
You have only 1 minute and you have to go down to the shelter. In my case, it's 3 floors, I have to go down. It's really scary feeling, really scary moment.
I had many times a panic attack. My children also.
It doesn't matter if it's the 10th or 100th time we're going to a bomb shelter. It's still terrifying. It's the alarms, it's the booms you hear in the sky. It's terrifying.
While the rockets fell, there were those who ran towards the danger to save lives. Today, I'm meeting Joe Assad and Tom Rettig, 2 paramedics from Magen David Adom who embody the spirit of unity in Israel. Joe, a Christian Arab Israeli, and Tom, a Haredi Chabad ultra-Orthodox Jew, share not only a commitment of saving lives in Israel, but even the same birthday. Best friends who couldn't be more different, yet are brought together by a common purpose. We're gonna go on a ride-along with Magen David Adom in Haifa. We're gonna see what these guys, Tom and Joe, are doing every day in their lives here. So we start the day with coffee, or we jump into the ambulance immediately?
We prefer to start it with coffee.
Okay.
Depends how early we come here.
Depends how the dispatching center decide that he will leave us drink our coffee.
When I was a trainee, Joe was my instructor. Because he's much more senior than me, and being a parent, I'm older than him.
But he's more senior and
He's more senior and experienced,
yeah?
much more experienced, yes.
I don't know if it's common to see Jewish people, Arab people working together.
It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. It's so standard that...
This is so standard, especially in Magen David Adom and in Haifa. Everybody work together. This is not an issue. We never talk about it.
Yes. Haifa is a mixed city, and it's...
We are the best example.
Yes, exactly.
For how to deal with each other.
In a good way. There's many bad examples.
Yeah. With a lot of dark humor.
So guys, we're on our way now to treat an 84-year-old person that has trouble breathing. According to Joe, we'll have a CPR session to help him out. And as you can see from the rough driving, we're trying to get there as soon as possible. According to our GPS, we have, at the moment, 12 minutes to get there, but they are confident that we're gonna beat this time because we're on an ambulance and we do everything we can to get there as soon as possible.
Sorry.
10 minutes after we received our call, our ambulance and the paramedic team arrived at this location, and they're now treating the patient. 5 minutes later, 2 more ambulances reached this location and continued the treatment of this 84-year-old Israeli that is having troubles breathing. And according to our paramedics, Magen David Adom is #1 in the world in its response time to emergencies.
Joe?
So it was not like we wanted to be. Fortunately, the guy, he's an old guy, pretty sick, 87 years old.
Oh, wow.
He passed out in his house. We did our best to help him. We were actually acting as the first responders because we were close. Another intensive care unit came. We worked together, and eventually we had to declare his death. So, yeah. But the good thing is that the family were very understood. They did respect our efforts, and they were very thankful. This is the main issue about being a paramedic in Israel. You are doing your best to provide help for the ones who was needed, and we were close, so we needed to do that.
Organizations like Magen David Adom are the lifeblood of our nation. Day and night, in war and peace, these 35,000 dedicated men and women, most of them volunteers, are on the front lines saving lives. But they can't do this alone. Magen David Adom relies entirely on donations to fund their life-saving work. If you're moved by their courage and want to support them, please visit www.savelifeisrael.com. Your support can make a real difference. The ceasefire has brought a tentative peace, but the scares remain. Yet, what stands out is not the destruction, but the unity that emerged from it. Hezbollah's aim was to instill fear and division, but instead, they strengthened our resolve and solidarity. Jews, Muslims, Christians, Druze all stood together, supporting one another. The message was clear: we are stronger together, and no act of terror can break the bonds that tie us. We have millions of Christians around the world that are praying and that love Israel and the IDF. What do you have to tell them?
First of all, I will tell them Happy New Year, and I'm very happy that everyone, that the Christians believe in us. It warms our heart.
I pray for all human life in the Middle East. So pray for peace.
We all hope that the ceasefire will last. And after the war, I think that it's very important for us that you will come and visit here.
Thank you for standing with Israel. If you want to help us reach more people, please subscribe to TBN Israel on YouTube to help us share this content of what is happening in Israel, in the Holy Land, with everyone in the world. As we know that this is not just a physical war, this is a spiritual war. So let's unite in prayer for all those who risk their lives to defend this country, Israel. Let's pray for the hostages to be returned to their homes, to their loved ones from the Gaza Strip, healthy, physically and mentally. Let's unite in prayer for the residents of the North to return to their homes safely for a long period of time. And let's unite in prayer for the peace of Jerusalem, and together we will win this war because God is on our side.
Hello, this is Mati here in Jerusalem with TBN Israel.
This is Yair Pinto from TBN Israel here in Jerusalem. TBN Israel is keeping viewers informed with Israel-focused news, culture, and what God is doing in this land.
Support TBN Israel today online at tbn.org/Israel. Thank you.